Welcome to Cellular Respiration.
Okay, yo, it's MC Oxygen. This time it's glucose. I'm back, this time with more swag in my rap. So if you want, this time you can clap. And I'm rapping fast, so you better get a map. I'm glucose, on me you don't wanna get an overdose. I get split into pyruvate, that's what I generate. Glucose is the reactant, without me, glycosis, you can't. The power in me, ATP shall be. Wiki word. I came as a product in photosynthesis to glycosis. I will now pass my rap to Spectrum, the electron.
Hello, I'm Clyde the cytosol. I'm the fluid in which the organelles reside. I'm often confused by the cytoplasm, which is the space between the nucleus and the plasma membrane. My primary component is water. Water makes up 70% of the cell, and it is my job to dissolve other components. This water helps in chemical reactions inside the cell. Most of the time, proteins are dissolved by me. This is good because the cell stores materials for future use. Enzymes that help speed up chemical reactions inside the cell are often found inside me. One of my jobs is to transport metabolites from their production site to where they can be used. I can also dissolve amino acids very quickly. Hydrophobic molecules can be transported through me by specific binding proteins, which shuttle these molecules between cell membranes. And where cellular respiration happens, and at the end of this amazing journey throughout the process of cellular respiration, you will know everything you need to know about cellular respiration. Enjoy.
You get broke down, gets us all healthy. And when you finish your job, you make pyruvate. You should know, that's what makes glycolysis you.
I'm the glycolysis. I'm the first stage of cellular respiration and a metabolic pathway that is found in the cytoplasm of cells in all living organisms. In me, glucose is split in the absence of oxygen to form two molecules of pyruvate and make energy in the form of two net molecules of ATP. During my stage, high-energy electrons are also transferred to molecules of NAD+ to produce two molecules of NAD each.
Pyruvate, what's it like in the Krebs cycle? I am 10 steps away, but pie, I make energy too. Yes, I do.
I am pyruvate, a yellowish organic acid that occurs as an intermediate in many metabolic processes, like glycolysis, for instance. I supply energy to living cells through the citric acid cycle, which is also known as the Krebs cycle, either when oxygen is present through aerobic respiration or when oxygen is lacking through fermentation. I can be made from glucose through glycolysis, as one molecule of glucose breaks down to two molecules of pyruvate, which are then used to provide further energy in one of two ways, doing a magical process known as cellular respiration.
Welcome to the story about cell energy. The goal is explaining how cells make ATP. It happens in the mitochondria, which you can think of as the cell's energy factory. Mitochondria are double membrane organelles, and in a membrane and an outer one as well. The mitochondrial matrix.
I'm an electron, but another rapper. I orbit neutrons and protons of atoms. I'm very small and evolved. I'm hyper like a viper. In this complicated reaction, I have a lot of attraction. I get my energy from 3 succeeds, just kidding. When glucose is split, there's a big thing, and then comes out pyruvate. It helps make ATP, and that is easy for me. I slowly lose my energy with the electron chain transport. Walking downhill, getting weaker by the end. I know, what a bummer, but that's the end. Boom, bam, pop, bada, bop, boop, pow. Oh!
lightest gas and the first element of the periodic table. I am also part of glucose. The high-energy electron and me obtain the energy from the sun and are transferred by the NADPH to the Krebs cycle. In the Krebs cycle, we change the energy to ATP so that it can be used by the plants.
Krebs cycle makes electron carrier NADH, which later brings electron to the electron transport chain. And Krebs.
Hey, I am NADH. I am found in living cells of plants, animals, and humans. I am essential for adequate energy. My friend, the Krebs cycle, makes me in order to carry electrons to electron transport chain. The human body carries on many important functions or activities at the same time. All of these activities require cellular energy production. The memory, immune system, and even the DNA repair system are dependent on the proper production of cellular energy.
Hey, I'm ADP, short for adenoside diphosphate, and also known as dead battery. If you think I'm pointless, let me tell you this. I'm one of the most important molecules in the human body. I store and release energy all the time. Without me, there's no muscle contraction. Hey, ATP, give me a phosphate. I'll make some usable energy. We can do this over and over and over again.
I am ATP. I am one of the main products of cellular respiration, appearing in each of the steps. In glycolysis and Krebs cycle, very little of me is released. NADH is produced and sent to the electron transport chain, where much more of me is made as a final result.
It's a chemical energy known as ATP. Two types, anaerobic and aerobic. Hope you like bio and you ain't a monoflippin' phobic. First off, anaerobic is your basic. Now for me, changing molecules, no oxygen producing energy. We use this process for many product formations. It's the anaerobic process known as fermentation. This
Hey, I'm both the two forms of cellular respiration, anaerobic respiration and aerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration is a process that does require oxygen, whereas anaerobic respiration does not use oxygen. So, cellular respiration is usually used to generate energy and eliminate waste product. Most cells use both anaerobic and aerobic respiration. However, some cells use only one. When cellular respiration takes place in the mitochondrion, it is aerobic, although when it takes place anywhere else, it is both aerobic and anaerobic.
Welcome to a crib, y'all. I'm the mitochondria. Come in, don't be shy. My house is yours. Hey, let me walk you through. Sit on my granules and sip on my matrix. Careful with my inner membrane. Just got it painted. Hey, here's my lab where I spend most of my time producing ADP for the other organelles which are clearly inferior than me. ATP is so easy to make, I can make it in my sleep. I'll show you. First you call your homies Pyro and Ace. Beat them up and break oxygen and glucose. Loop them. You'll find carbon dioxide and water. And you got yourself ADP, dummy.
It's a citric acid cycle, Krebs. Tricarboxylic acid cycle, Krebs. The cycle makes one ATP, 3 NADH, 1 FADH2.
Oh, hey there. Didn't see you there. I am the Krebs bicycle, also known as the citric acid cycle. I break pyruvate down into CO2, NADH, and fats, and create energy through ATP. I am inside the mitochondrion. And now the second stage of cellular respiration. The NADH and the FADH I create, then move on to the electron transport chain, Without me, cellular respiration would be a slump. I am an aerobic process because I can only happen in the presence of oxygen, since I rely on oxygen byproducts of the electron transport chain.
FADH2 es estado oxidado, aceptando del hidrógeno solo dos átomos.
Hey, I'm FADH2, taxi, and I'm produced by the Krebs cycle. I take electrons and protons into electron transport chain. I give the electrons by providing an hydrogen molecule to the oxygen molecule to generate water during the electron transport chain. I begin as an FAD+ when my hydrogen is transported through the membrane. I am important because the hydrogen molecules are needed to synthesize the ATP by pulling the hydrogen molecules past the membrane. Then I go back to my home, the Krebs cycle, to get back my hydrogen.
Well, you got your carbon atoms circulating through the system, starting out trapped inside the soil, soon to be absorbed by a decomposed, broken down, put into the atmosphere.
Hey, I'm Charlie the carbon dioxide. I'm a natural chemical compound composed by 2 oxygen atoms. My role in cellular respiration is actually being ejected from the Krebs cycle, but you can also find me in aerobic respiration.
Electron transport chain, you make ATP with your proton gradient and coupling with ATP synthase. Electron transport chain, you make ATP. Without you, I would die tonight.
I am the electron transport chain, and I am the final and most important step of the process known as cellular respiration. I occur in the mitochondria, and I am the one that creates the majority of ATP. I create a total of 34 ATP from 1 molecule of glucose. The electron transport chain is a series of enzymes embedded in the membrane that accepts the electrons, charges the electrons, and use their energy to pump protons. This process is a stepwise movement of electrons and that transition from high energy to low energy that makes the proton gradient. This chain can only produce when there's oxygen available, meaning it's an aerobic process. This proton powers ATP, which helps the movement of electrons.
On to the next electron, to the next one. On to the next electron, to the next one. On to the next electron, to the next one.
Hey, whoa, do you like the weather? Do you want to go to a park? Let's jump. Yeah, I really like jumping. Do you like jumping? What about if we go and play frisbee? Hey, I think you already figured out high energy. So right now we're at this transition point where all my energy is going to be absorbed to enable the next step of cellular respiration. But don't get me wrong, I believe this is a very important part of the entire process, but I wish I could stay with all my energy. Right after this, I'm going to transform in low energy. See you later.
Oxygen is tasteless, odorless gas. The song's about the stuff you breathe. Yeah, I'm sure that you don't wanna pass. It's not a metal oxidizing, so let's go. Mix and matches everywhere in your lungs in the air, yeah.
Okay, here, hi, I'm oxygen. I'm finding many major classes for organic molecules in the living organism, such as protein, fat, and carbohydrates. I'm important because I make aerobic respiration possible by accepting the electrons from the transport chain in the mitochondria. At the end of the electron transport chain in mitochondria, electrons are donated to me, which combine with hydrogen ions form water. Without me accepting the electrons, the electron transport chain will not function.
Is mostly H2O. Water is mostly H2O molecule.
Hi, I am Willy the Water. The world needs me for everything. I am built to live. I can modify into 3
I can modify into 3 stages, liquid, gas, and solid. I come out of the electron transport change. My friend Elena, the low electron, will be converted to water like me. So, friend Elena, come with me. Yoo-hoo!
The song again. The music again.
Are always moving round. That's what makes a mess when you spill it on the ground. Heat it up and they evaporate into the